So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. He's got room to roam here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll go. Allen. He's got it inside the 10. And he drives this forward to the 6. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Getting out to his left. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Josh Allen, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with the 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. This is Walker on second. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. And they can go ahead. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Staying with Walker. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Give him a few yards on that run. Second and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho hum on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
But a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that takes them to third down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little shine after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throwing on third, Smith. That's complete to Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here. Fourth down, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, but they pick up the first instead.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best. You get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll push it.
They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. Walker on first down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks in possession. Great opening drive continues. First and 10 at the 33. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's a catch. Smith and Jigba. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. From the 28. Taken in by Norfolk. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get the first down. Sets up right away and signals. First down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Toss play. This is Walker. And he's able to get this down to the 2. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Walker. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Pressure comes. Smith.
Oh, he got
interception. Matt Milano in to pick it off. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six. I don't know about you, Brock, but I can almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points, return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, 30, 40 yards into his return, then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened. Wow, what a return to add to that list.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Returning it from the 4. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Back from the break. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewert, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. His return gets him at the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you, the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to start this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
Inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? Kick return, quick punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. He totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. Gets this to Pant. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the gun, Smith. And this is cast into Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks come into the lead coming out of halftime. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it. And it turns out nothing was going to stop him either.
There's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into defense. I think QB draw, this ball's going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Point after up and Myers. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Samuel now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. A lot of grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. First down, and they go right back to it. By a man, now he's in the clear. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Shakir with the grab. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop the hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to forget that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Receiver in motion, going left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone. Mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do.
And he runs it across the touchdown. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. It's tried and true in 42 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak. At that time, the timing of the call, I think, was most important. It led to the score.
Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, an exciting touchdown as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Offense to the line for second down. Running with Walker again. Still working past the 40. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines well on him as a runner, of course. You got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
They'll come up first and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Offense up to the line fast. From the 46. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And he's got enough to move the sticks.
I love throwing that first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you're playing for, and you go out and execute.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. QB sneak coming. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown. The Seahawks now within one score of the fourth. Geno Smith with a touchdown. And a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, didn't wait for a later down.
Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to see those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly works.
Now this could be the game right here. Down to score, they need to get this ball back. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Shakir in motion right. Now it's Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. He gets a couple on first, and that comes up 2nd and 8. They send the tight end in motion. From the 41. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a two-possession game here in the fourth. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels right. And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way and wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Escapes the pocket. He intercepts it. That was exactly what they needed. Ernest Jones with the pick.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a two-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize the defense and give them that swag when the defense is stopping.
Bass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set. First and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space. That space, okay, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Connection made to Smith. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Smith setting the throw. Taking a deep shot. First down. Okay. No connection. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. And again, it's Smith. Connects with fate. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. That one hits for 30. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He runs defense to make it a much bigger game.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Put the ball on his team. And they get there to touch him down, Brock. A big gain on that play.
Every tight end worth his salt and wanted this. Really craves man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Walker hauls it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Smith. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that's a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone, you hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up for contact.
And now finally, it's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills have the football and are going to set up shop at the 15.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back. Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw. And even more so, picked it off.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up the throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
tryna dodge the scene. Just walk out the leather store, pay the shoe, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. Only pay to get in the club, they know I'm a walking T. I'm presidential, leaving the club, we ain't stopping at no light. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on froze, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Billy Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shipping, and I'm lane switching. I'ma stand on the street, baby. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his business. Ladies all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad 50 flow, ain't Hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Jury blinging, yup. Phone ringing, yup. Jury blinging, yup. I was bad at school, now I'm tryna dodge the scene. Just walk out the leather store, pay the shoe, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. Only pay to get in the club, they know I'm a walking T. I'm presidential, leaving the club, we ain't stopping at no light. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on froze, look like a... I'm driving a Billy Bentayga like I don't love my life.
Welcome back, my lady. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect. I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me. Feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings. They on me. They rain. Yeah, you see how I'm coming. This sound like you coming. Every time I cross on my neck, you be dope. So back on the rim. I'm black with that. I can't back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac. Nothing but class. It's never been average. Never been on. Avery told me I'm coming and hold me just like that is my mantra. I want it out. If you will be able to carry it, like in a headline. I'm stacking my bag. I'm stacking my bag on God. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag and it's big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My hair was way hotter, I feel like a soda. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Road is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach it all time, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Two for the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud, put it on for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like women know ya. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on up, make it. Buy a trees, no love, I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no randomness. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. On 55th Street. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know ya. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know ya. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know ya. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at?
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never been the same, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can be the good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux, that on for hours, I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M, now we straight out the sentence. They pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the bay, watch the women, I got it. Go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. Like cut that confetti, I'm running through it. Like play that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moon. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
It's a venue, a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. On second down, Jacobs. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Working quickly here. A tight end in motion now. Going run again, Jacobs. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Turning to Jacobs on third. Jukes the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Offense up to the line pass. On first and 10, here's Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got that chunk with a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know what I like about that kid? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This is A.J. Dillon. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. It's still in here. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. So near disaster a moment ago, but the Bronx still in trouble if they can't convert on third. Love. That's first. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. All right, still scoreless. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. He keeps it himself. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jacobs does not score. They not only stop him, backed him up a couple yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jacobs on third goal. the ground. Three straight runs, stop short of the end zone. And now what do they do on 4th and goal?
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here in these first three downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Love throwing on 4th. And it is incomplete. And their first drive won't end in points after all. They stop, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Trying for the deep ball. Big game downfield. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying with Walker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. The only flag to win for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Walker on first down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap to Smith. And there's a ball. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Takes the handoff, now low. Bails out of the pocket quick. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Love trying again. Flushed out of the pocket. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Play fake. It's Love. He lets a heater kill team middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage. You know this first team, you are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A second down throw here for Love. This one ticking on Marquez. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. He brings the offense up now for first and 10. Ready? Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lead past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive on as they head up to the line. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's going to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He's back to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Trey Brown. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays. And we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball. Because these secondaries are locked in.
He's trying to push the field. This is inside the 15. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott with you. As we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is McManus to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he shows some burst on his return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
First down, Smith to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually. So second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
He gets forward, gets about 4 yards. Brought down by Trey Walker.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throwing the out route complete. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he drives that point backward on a gain of 4. Working quickly here. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Oh, no. They go again. And the Packers are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the 25.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. I know it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
First down throw. Here's Love. He puts some juice on it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second and 10 now. Watson with the catch. And that's good for a gain of 5. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Back to throw now. Third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
What a great fight from those blockers to keep buying and time in the pocket to find the throw. You wish that effort could have been rewarded with a completion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. He'll throw it. Headed out right. And they won't do it. That was incomplete on fourth down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sideline to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Smith on first down. And they pick him off again. And the Packers are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what to call it, because I don't think I can recall 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare. 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, the offense coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball. Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second and 3. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through the second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered.
All the way to the right, it's intercepted. Twist the knife after this interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up and gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. They go play action. Here's Smith. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interceptions, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On third down, Walker. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first and 3. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. Three quarters. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They go right back to the air. Fits it through the middle. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now lead by 10. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? I even called it there for one. I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect calm catch and sleeping to start that drive.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Packers will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
On first and 10, here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 7 brings up
Trying again, in the set. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and it's third down. And they send a man in motion. Third and long from here. That's for the first. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers have likely locked up the win right there. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock.
I was bad at school. Now I'm trying to dodge the sink. Just walk out the leather stove. Pay a shoe. $12.50. You want to boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. Only me to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no light. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost. Look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Billy Bentayga like all of my life. I'm in that thing shifting. And I'm lane switching. I'm stand on street, baby. Digging on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, don't leave his business. Ladies all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad 50 flow, eat hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my bitches mad at me. LA Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup, phone ringing, yup, ringing, yup, phone ringing, yup. I was bad at school, now I'm trying to dodge the sink. Just walk out the stove, pay a shoe, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. Only pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no light. You wanna be a boss? Left wrist on frost. Look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Billy Bentayga like all of my life.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And here we go from Miami. Washington now to return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
No losing the stats. Suggest deep pass.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Motioning one of the tight ends. First down, here's Tua. He's cut along the left sideline. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is. It's a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11 more yards. That's another open first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
Off the play fake. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on to the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
Third and 7.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. He's got Smith. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A-chain on the inside give. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Offense up to the line fast. Second down, carry for A-chain. He gets rocked and the ball is out. And the Seahawks pick it up. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling in a way in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
He lobs it up, left sideline. They connect on the deep shot. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Here's Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Through one quarter, about set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stops. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Seahawks in a nice spot, second and inches. He tries to sneak it, and he gets in, touchdown. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Geno Smith with a touchdown. He finds his way in on the streak. An early jump of the flags come in. think this is going to go against the defense. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. Getting another shot at 2 here. He's throwing for it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. Oh, boy, that one's embarrassing. The penalty puts you even closer, but from 1 yard out, you still can't punch it in.
1 yard, 3 feet, 36 inches. Doesn't matter the measurement. You're absolutely right. That's some humble pie served your way.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. DS Critics to return it. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Completed left side to Smith. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Tagovailoa on first down. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
At the 34-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's going to push one. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
So after that prior incompletion, we got third down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have two left to work with before halftime. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Tua setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Miami calls a timeout here. It's seconds. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second and four. On the move. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Pocket isn't holding up. Guaranteed drop it. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And the downhill charge gets there and touches this one right at the 14. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And it cuts the lead in half, down to 3. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Sanders all set to send it away. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Running with Walker again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Now an inside give to Walker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, ball at the 36. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. This is Walker on second. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on first. They're across the 40. Nice run here. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found the seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Oh, and he's got a man up and complete. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they're rewarded with a chance to add on 2 more. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now two at a throw. Escapes his grasp. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He puts everything behind this one. And the return intercepted. Picked up by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he drives it up past the 45. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Just one quarter. They've got first down from the 31. Walker now from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They give up the gut to Walker. And they stop him after a pickup down to the 24. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Smith. Walker hauls it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Trying for it, it's Walker. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. They are now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals, like my nephew be dope. Back on the rim, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to back to my to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a live, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag, I'm gone. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag and it's big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard.
Yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I push through the pain. I'm laughing at summer. My hair was way hotter. I feel like a soda. Escape with my truth. I came back like Nirvana. Road is all rocky. It's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby. Can't no one here see us. Stomach it all time. Look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back just like a cornerback. Yeah. You got veins. I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high. I gave them low, man. Super the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist. Cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard.
Hey, yo, fresh out the. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo, PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Corner and shook my, yeah, I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, to the, say, poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designers say Gucci, Prada print, DOE, I'm a condo rich, big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QU. Let's go, I'ma get. Unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and it be crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these Rick Shields throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and these know who to play with.
attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't eat with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back.
trying to add to the cipher. Time is money, trying to run the numbers higher.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. In motion, Hill. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 64 yards. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, he's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. And Walker once more. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I adding a touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. In motion, Hill. They'll run for it with Achane. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Smith. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Tua going to run the sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. In motion, Hill. They'll go. Achane. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. From the end zone, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 46 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
As simple as tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. In motion, Hill. A give, running right, Achane. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Achane. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. In motion, Hill. Tua going to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Motion man is Berrios. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's Tua. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A give for Walker running right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7. Walker with another carry. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 30. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Smith off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the scoring's right up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He'll dump this off to Achane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Running right, here's Achane. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Again, it's Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Smith. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now it's Smith. That is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing Tua. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Tua. Connecting with Hill. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Tagovailoa. This is caught by Waddle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now 2nd and 4. Tua. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Tua to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now Tua. This is Smith to the ground. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Smith now to throw. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. DK Metcalf. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over. Now Smith.
Yeah, he's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gault. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Just
at me go. Hey, we about to blow, act like you know. Hey, we on a roll, look at me go. Hey, bringing it home, we in the zone. Hey, look at me go. I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink at my VIP. Snicker my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his chick, I know. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm a miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you, disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me back. Yeah, buddy, if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that got dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
I steam, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a beat. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah.
I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, cause she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal. could tell me I'm not what my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know we running up at night. You know I only get one life for this. Went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjust it all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaties better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey's 6'2", dark skin, with a purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Certis, yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know we running up at night. You know we only get one life for this.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Get these boys help, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream, like Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. Now my head boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say boy, what you want? Get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I
songs, but they learn to swim. Now what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my road, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still start singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking so it's slowing us down. Do you believe that love at first sight? Should I walk on by again? 'Cause I don't know if I could survive. You took all my oxygen. She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking so it's slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say
She
less.
said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking so it's slowing us down. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your head still talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less. Stop the road when you walking.
Ayy, wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox. That on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion and straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out the payout. I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers. The Bay watch the women. I go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. Like cut that confetti, I'm running through it. Like clear that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moon and I'm shot bullet. Proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
and shook my. Now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, to the slip, poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designer, say Gucci, Prada print, DOE, I'm a condo rich, big Dolce, Diva, Donda, the Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QG. Let's go, I'ma get. Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These I come through and nip you crickets. I come through and moose be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and he's know who to play with.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, will we get the bag? Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it
You
back.
getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside.
table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that gentle and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Shine, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracking, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cause been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In them dirty apartments. Stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at?
first time I seen $1 million. I squinted, bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter. Seeing heaven on earth. No, I could have been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shine. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shine. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and peak the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
That underground music, riding in the year, I use it. Tighten up, you'll lose it. I approve. I bet I step and approve. Straight underground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she like.
your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them team that went the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you know. Grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, then lit. You at? She was just running, Emmett Smith, running back. She had to make it, rubbing, I just caught up. Then she got me painting nails, calling me Sonic the Hedgehog, the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so knowing the
Bands of the
I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody wanna doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant. Sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a side while bro had it, get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20-some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I f***ing sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlson if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no hesi, just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never been the same, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can be the good for you. No, I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So
around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime, yeah, this is the big ticket. Coach at Comptown, I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Don't be some problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide.
Something like
I just I pull up with a few.
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what that.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe.
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC. Let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that pocket front.
Baby, I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open them wide.
Something like
I just I pull up with a few.
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what that.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
We bout to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a band lead. Hanging like a Warhol or like a bang seed. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. We bout to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I said I feel like money on the line. I said I feel like Kobe in his prime, man. Do it for the city, not the gram. I'ma keep it real, 100 grand. Back then, they really didn't know me, but right now they acting like we're homies. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now.
Count me in still up. The broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement.
I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road, at the end of my road. So what do I do?